Yeah, your boy Carlos on the rise. The throne's his now. Sit back, learn from the prince. Real talk. From the bottom, rising up, no handouts. He did it solo. Urban dance, he took his shot. Now they follow where he go. Hard work, sweat, tears. He sealed his own fate. Climbed the ranks, now he's sitting high. Ain't no debate. This is his platform, his rules, his game. Sharing all he got, no gatekeeping, no shame. Come up in the game, get smarter, stay true. There's thrones for anyone who dare to break through. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow. Lessons in my voice for the new kings and queens. Rise from the struggle, turn the pain into dreams. No secrets, he teach, no reason to hide. All his nuggets, yeah, he give them with pride. This is the blueprint, flip it, make it your own. Build your empire, stand firm, be known. From the street to the stage, we all can ascend. This community's ours, we rise again and again. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow. No gatekeeper, just a real one leading the way. Sharing the crown, passing the crown someday. Knowledge is power, yeah, freedom we claim. In the urban scene, we redefining the game. So when you hear his name, know he did it solo. Carlos the line dance prince, now he in control. Sitting on the throne with my people, I vibe. This empire's ours, yeah, we all gonna thrive. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Let me know if you can hear me. Holla if you can hear me. Episode 47, Sitting on the Throne. It's your boy Carlos the Line Dance Prince. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. All right. What's up, y'all? Sitting on the Throne, episode 47. Oh, did y'all hear my theme music? I got a theme song for the podcast, man. I learned how to do these overlays now on the screen and jazz the screen up a little bit. So it's pretty cool, man. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing out there? Episode 47. I did 47 of these things, man. Hope y'all been having a great weekend. See, they had a Common Ground event this past weekend. Looks like tons of fun. Lots of great videos surfacing right now. Seen a great dance that was released. Also, a lot of good stuff out there in that event. Congratulations on a successful event. Also, we got some events coming up. We'll talk about those as well. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the page. Make sure you hit the like button on there. Hit that like button. Bah! Hit that notification bell so every time I go live, you will be notified. Um, what's up, Shay? What's up, Shay? Also, at the museum this week, we had line dance Mondays yesterday. Today we got line dancing with Dante. We got tomorrow we got stretch and flex class with Orchid, and then Thursday we have uh two step Thursdays, which is with Teresa. Um, and then Saturday morning we have Rhonda. Um, so check us out, man. Got line dancing and stuff all week here in Richmond. Same location. Everything you need under one roof, one stop shop. Pull up on us. Um, and I'll be posting all those flyers shortly on my stories and my timeline. Let's see what we got going on. Let me look at my computer real quick. Everybody tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm gonna try to answer some of the questions y'all been pounding me and hounding me about with beginners ball and the cruise. Let me see, 1 second. All right, this weekend I'll be in South Rocky Mount Community Center with the Majestic Spirit Line Dancers, October 19th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's a day party. This is a and 1, 2, 3, fourth annual line dance party. We'll be at 719 Recreation Drive, Rocky Mount, North Carolina. So if you're interested in coming on that, the tickets are available. I think they are $35. Pull up, y'all. Everybody in the area, pull up this Sunday, October 19th. We are headed down to Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Short little ride for us. Everybody from Richmond, short little ride. Hop in the car, couple hours, we there. Let me know, inbox me if you're interested in going to that event, pulling up with me. I'll be one of the instructors, and we gonna party, man. It's gonna be a lituation, and they got Rondi as the DJ, so you know it's already gonna be lit. So pull up this Sunday, man. We in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Tickets are $35. They still have tickets available, and we are at the South Rocky Mount Community Center. Shout out to Majestic Spirit Line Dancers. Um, year 4 for them, man. Let's do it big. Let's do it big. Pull up. Um, okay, Shay said they pulling up. Okay, okay. 757 will be in the building. Ohio will be in the building. Um, Also this Wednesday, which is tomorrow, I'm gonna be down 757 again. I'll be in Hampton. Um, Now for those of you that missed that event last Wednesday, I'm gonna tell y'all now, y'all need to pull all the way up because I didn't know what to expect. That was the first time doing it there. I pulled up to help host, and it was lit. Um, hey, that's pretty much in a nutshell. Let me get that information for you as well. Um, that is the Rhythm Room, 1471 Merchant Lane, Hampton, Virginia, and it is from 7 to 10 o'clock. So you got plenty of time to get off work head on down to 757, pull up the Rhythm Room in Hampton. It's the nicest part. I didn't even know Hampton had a part like that. I grew up going down there back in the day when I was younger, and Hampton didn't look like that. That area that's a vibe. It's a vibe down there. And then once you get inside, it was lit. Like the food was amazing. The lamb chops was crazy. Appetizers, the happy hour goes until like 8 o'clock. So you got plenty of time to get there, get you a drink special, get you some appetizers, get you something to eat, and then we rock out, we dance, man. 3 hours straight. Um, it will be some teaching from 6 to 7. And then from 7 to 10 is just straight party. So, and it's your favorite price tomorrow, $3.99. Um, Also we got tickets available for Auntie's Field Party. Those of you who want to go to Teresa's event, and it's right outside Charlotte, North Carolina, on the 25th of October. Tickets are only $35. You can go to her Facebook page, or you can go to Instagram. I mean, not Instagram, Eventbrite, and look up Auntie's Field Party. Put in North Carolina. And it's gonna come up. Tickets are only $35 right now. You can bring a cooler, tent, chairs, whatever you want. We gonna be lit. October 25th. Make sure you on the place to be. Tickets are still available. Get them while they last. All right. Um, what's up, y'all? We got Savannah, Georgia in the building. I actually will be in Savannah the first weekend in November. I think November 7th, that first Friday. I will be there for Romeo's event. So pull up on me, man. We have a good time there. I will be in Savannah. So the salmon bites was banging too there. Yeah, I'm telling you, the food Wednesdays nights is a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Shout out to Naptown. Shout out to Nashville, Tennessee. Tampa in the building. Uh, what's up, Chops? Waiting for his famous words. What I miss. Registration is also open for the M10 events. Make sure y'all registering for the M10 event. Go to Chops page to get the information for that, man. Do not miss that. It will be jumping. Bowie, Maryland in the building. All right, I got about 20 tickets left for the beginners ball. I will not be adding tickets. I said I wasn't going to be adding it, and I added tickets twice already. All right. This will make it 1,700 people, so I don't want to add them. All right, so we got about 20 tickets left. What's up, Will Baker? Make sure you get them last 20 tickets ASAP. I added a VIP ticket on there. So if you already have that, you have to have already purchased a ticket. But once you did that, we have VIP tickets available for the beginners ball. So on Friday and Saturday, there will be a sectioned off area, basically piped and draped, basically lounging, your own bartender, which is free, and then food. So you have food and drinks unlimited Friday and Saturday. So those VIP tickets are available for the beginners ball. If you go to the Eventbrite link right now, go ahead and cop those tickets. Go ahead and cop them VIP tickets. And then I'll be putting out a link today or tomorrow for vendors. If you want to be a vendor, if you know somebody that's a vendor, this is a great opportunity. Like I said, 1,700 people. So if you want to vend and get your products out there in front of a nice amount of people, hit me up. Um, the vendors link will be coming out today or tomorrow. I'll try to get to it today. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it today. The vendors link will be coming out today for the beginners ball. La la. Ooh la la la. You just missed it. I was just telling them about the Wednesday event, how lit it is, how good the food is. Hampton, that area that the space is in, that part of town I didn't even know existed. It's a vibe. It's really nice. Tomorrow night, I need to pull up, man. Come up to Hampton, free 99, happy hours until 8 o'clock. Jump on, get on it. Now, let's get to the cruise. Now, people's asking about the cruise. All right. So you know me, I'm the most transparent person in line dancing. Sometimes to a fault, but um, registration will be dropping November 1st. Um, $300 deposit per person is what it is. $300 per person, not $300 per room. $300 per person. If you're doing a solo room, that's 600. All right. So it's $300 per person to register for the cruise. Now, like I said before, based on what we got going on, there's probably about 6,000 people that are very excited about the cruise. But the cruise can only hold 3,000 people. All right. So um, you kind of have to get your ducks in a row right now. You have 2.5 weeks basically to make sure you got your roommate if you have a roommate or roommates or whatever that is. Um, get your deposit together. And what's going to happen is once we drop that deposit, two things I can't tell you contractually. Right now, I cannot tell you the name of the ship and I cannot tell you the dates. All right. And that's because of how the carnival manifest is set up. Um, Basically, once we get our deposits, they can take that ship off their manifest. Right. And so, what I can say is the cruise will be towards the beginning ish part of August 2027. All right. And the ship is very, very, very similar to the one that we just was on. Um, very, 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 very. Um, but I can't tell you where we're going. We're going to Half Moon Key, where we'll be having our own private beach party, and then we'll be going to Carnival's brand new island, Celebration Key. All right, they just opened that island in July, so all of this is brand new as far as the Celebration Key part, and we're very excited about that. But just know, all your favorite DJs will be on board, plus a couple actual added new ones that we're adding to the lineup, and then um, it's gonna be lit. That's all I can say. Y'all was there, you know. If you weren't there, you seen it too much. You still seeing the flyers and the videos and the pictures and all this stuff. But we learned the format. We're going to perfect the format. So if you enjoyed it, it's going to be even better as far as how we rotate in the parties and the DJs and all that stuff. And then also catering to the things that people really enjoy, like bigger space for the steppers. The Chicago stepping in the ballroom, bigger area for them, stuff like that. This we gonna get it in. It's gonna be a nice situation, and but I got people were asking all these questions. I'm like, if the ship was going to the worst neighborhood in your city, you need to be on that ship. Like it's gonna be like that. We gonna be too high up in the air. We gonna be the Lido deck is almost 12 floors up, 13 floors up. So if you was in the hood, them bullets won't be able to get us anywhere. You know what I'm saying? We'd be straight, you know. But I say that to say this. So the system is set up differently. So normally you would go online and you would select your cabin, you would select interior, ocean view, balcony, or suite, whatever, right? It's not gonna be like this time around. You're gonna be actually selecting the room that you want, right? So when you go into the system, you'll be like, I want to ocean view on this level, on this part of the ship, blah, blah, blah. Right. But I say this to say, because I said that, I'm saying this. We're opening up to everybody at the same time. So I don't know how much time you're gonna have to sit there and study and analyze the ship and figure out where you want your room to be. Because by the time you click on that room, somebody probably already selected it and it won't be available. If anybody was familiar with what happened this year with the flavor event, like we were literally online looking at it and reading it. Wow, they got this going on. They got this going on. And by the time we got to the part where you hit it to actually register, it was already sold out. This is going to be very similar. Premium rooms will be gone expeditiously. So if you're looking for a balcony, go in there and just pick a balcony. Don't go in there and be like, well, let me walk down the hallway. Let me see which balcony I want. Blah blah blah. Because you won't have one. I'm just being frank. We only have 400 and something balconies, and like I said, we got 6,000 interested people. Um, so just be mindful. You got to be moving quickly. Whoever you got registered for you, you better have the best social media, internet savvy person that you know. If it's two of y'all in that room, the person signing y'all up better be the best person that know what the hell they doing on the internet. If you have a hard time logging in the Wi-Fi and you don't know how to sign in your Instagram or Facebook, you ain't the person to be doing this. Just letting you know. Let's putting it out there now. Um, Now, I will say a lot of people have came out and said it. They really didn't spend much time in their room because we had too much available for y'all to do. From 7 a.m. in the morning, literally on the schedule, we had stuff going on at 7 a.m. all the way to 3 a.m. every damn day. So don't spend the excess money on stuff that you not gonna utilize. All right. Don't spend $800 more for 2 more feet in your room. Just make it make sense. Just make sure you are on the ship. Make sure you are registered. Make sure you got your spot. And even if you want an ocean view, but only interiors are available, a lot of times throughout the year, people back out and then you can move up. So just get your spot on the ship. And like we had over 1,000 people in interiors this year. They all had a great time. They all said they coming back. So I'm just putting that out there like that. We're looking at probably 12:01 midnight right now. Mid. Because actually it's on a Saturday. So it's not like y'all got to work. You know what I'm saying? It's on a Saturday. You know, I'm country Saturday. It's on a Saturday. So that's Friday night. We might do a party. I might get Steph and Quan to DJ live. You know what I'm saying? For the from 11 to 12 or from 10 to 12. I'm gonna have Steph go from 10 to 11, and then have Quan go from 11 to 12. And then at midnight, everybody just better log the hell off. You go get your damn room. Y'all need to log off at 11:55. Chop City looking for a roommate, a female roommate. Florida, baby, down there where you live at. You can drive. Same spot, same port. Miami, the second best city in the world. All right. So share that information. Um, Once we get the deposits, then Carnival can take their ship off the manifest, and then we can give you the names and all that stuff and dates and all that. And then what happens is if you put your deposit down and you can't do that date, you can get a refund in the first 30 days. I think it's 15 or 30 days. I gotta find out from my mother. But yeah, just have your money ready. Cause like I said, of if some people like is asking a lot of questions, which is cool, but we're gonna do a live. It's not like it's just gonna come up November 1st. You gotta figure it out. We're gonna do like we normally do. We will be doing a live to talk about all this stuff before it actually launches, probably next week maybe. So you'll be kind of ready. Information will be out there. The emails will come out. Um, if you were not on the Line Dancing Groovy Cruise this year, you need to, when you get off here, go to It's Your Day Vacation and register your email. Get on that mailing list. All right. Yeah, you might be on the struggle bus, but you won't be on the struggle plane. Because if you late, Alexa, I'm trying to tell it's a little different now. It's do not set your alarm. Set your alarm twice, like I do in the morning. And it's just so funny because on Fridays, people, it's gonna be a Friday night when we do the registration. It's be Saturday morning. Everybody at home act like they can't stay up. The moment you at a line dancing event on Friday night, what y'all be doing? I'll wait. Like people got energy for what they got energy for. All of y'all have been at line dancing events at 11:30 at night, 12 o'clock. Now, if the parties go to 2 a.m., you might be one of the people that leave at 12, like me. I ain't staying at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning. That's past my bedtime. I can't even operate right. But me being a morning person. But people make time for what they want. They make energy for what they want. Why he doing it so late? Oh, the line dance party go to 2 a.m. Oh, okay, I like that. Like what? Midnight was too late, but 2 a.m. you love it. Like, come on. I seen y'all on that cruise line dance to 3 o'clock in the morning. What we talking about? On a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, on a Thursday night. Like, exactly. What's up, Quan? These people talking about registration is too late for midnight. I said I'm gonna have you DJing from 11 to midnight the night of registration. Is it November 1st that don't drop at 12:01 in the morning? They talking about that's too late on a Friday night. I'm like, if we were at a line dance event, Quan, Quan know. Y'all don't go to y'all room till 2 o'clock in the morning. Some of y'all dancing in the goddamn parking lot. But now this too late at night. It's too late on a Friday. I can't do it. But if you was in Memphis, hey, what time we it's on end at 2 a.m. Oh, all right. It's perception. It's perception. Where you looking at it? As soon as we say line dancing, you wide awake. Speaking of, I'm getting ready to host a line dance lock-in at the museum, man. What's up? Who trying to pull up? We're doing 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. I'm gonna serve dinner, and we're gonna have snacks throughout, and then I'm gonna do breakfast, a little breakfast thing in the daytime, like around 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Line dance lock in, man. Bring your air mattresses, twin size only. Don't come in there with no king size mattresses, cots, mattresses, sleeping bags, whatever you want. Doing the line dance lock in. You can DJ two chops. Matter of fact, you want to do 10 to 11. Quan do 11 to 12. Thank you, Wayne. Just make it make sense, man. Y'all know y'all showing up regardless. 2027. November 1st, we are opening registration for the cruise. $300 per person. Lock it in. Have your money together. Get your roommate straight. Because of how the manifest set up on Carnival is, we cannot tell you the cruise dates or the name of the ship. But the ship is very, very similar to the ship we just got off of. And the dates will be in the beginning-ish part of the month. I can't give you too much more contractually. But we are going out of Miami, and we are going to Carnival's brand new island, Celebration Key, which just opened up in July, and Half Moon Key, where we'll be doing our Half Moon Key. We'll be doing our beach party, our private beach party. That will be a whole nother situation. All right. Do you have to have a roommate? No. If you don't have a roommate, your deposit is double, $600. But you do not have to have a roommate. Now, like I said, when you go onto the website, it will not be like last time. You won't just pick ocean view, balcony, or interior, or suite, whatever, and then pay. We're actually letting you select your room, right? So if you want to be on level 8 in the front, I want to be in room 8127, whatever, you can look at it and pick that room. But I'm saying that to say this: there will be thousands of people registering at the same time. So don't be in there shopping for your room like you in Walmart, because somebody will have already been selected on it. And by the time you go to check out, that room will not be available. So get on there and act like you know what the hell you are doing and what you are there for, and get your room. And understand that your room that you want might not be available. But this is an event that you do not want to miss out, and do not let that room type deter you, because all 3,000 of you can't get a balcony. That's the reality. All 3,000 of you can't get a suite. That's the reality. All 3,000 of you can't even get an interior. That's the reality. So like there's like 400 and something balconies, 300 and some ocean views, whatever and you know, the number is that number. And so um, just get your ass on the ship. Registration opens November this year, but the ship cruise will be early August 2027. Up to 4. I think unless you're in a suite. I think some of the suites do like 6 or 8, 6 to 8, something like that. But yeah, the regular rooms up to 4. Early. Contractually, we can't say. So once you register and we put the dates out, um, and if you can't go, you can get a refund. I think you get like 15 to 30 days to decide if you. I gotta get with my mother on that. What they're saying we have to do to decide if you don't want to go on those dates. Um, but based on how Carnival's manifest is right now, we can't give out dates or the name of the ship. Like I said, it is very similar. I only know how to wink right to the ship we just got off of, and it's early August, so most of you kids won't be in school yet. So y'all can't. My kid going back to school, and I can't. Beep, 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 beep. So I will say this: we only had a small amount of kids last year, and I'm not saying that you can't bring your kids, but I can, if I could probably vouch for most people that went, it was a great thing that there wasn't that many kids on there. So I'm not really cheering for you to bring your kids because that's not something that unless your kid is an adult. We do have that age range of people on here. Um, some of y'all in y'all 70s, so your kid is my age. You know what I'm saying? Um, but kids, small kids, there were not that many small kids, and nobody was upset. Right? We had a great time and enjoying our adults' life for a week. Mm. But yeah, wherever we go, which I already told you I would be going, but wherever we go, in whatever year it is, the water will be bluer than it is where you live at. So we travel all over the country for line dancing. Um, don't get too caught up in where we at, where we do that. You ain't going. You're not going. I want you to get that out your head. It's a vibe. You are traveling to a location that none of us live at, and it will be with our people having the time of our lives doing what we do to the highest level of it. We will not be forced to do the Cupid Shuffle and the same old two step for 4 weeks like you do on a regular cruise ship. We are having our DJs play our line dances by your favorite choreographers week long, 4 line dance parties at a time. Meanwhile, we got stepping going on, Chicago stepping, ballroom, like comedy shows, the Motown group. Y'all love them back in the day. Beautiful group. Their Christmas show already sold out last month for their Christmas show. Already sold out. We nowhere near December. It's crazy. That's how great those guys are. Uh, oh, we got about 20 tickets left at the beginners ballroom. About 20 tickets left. The sellout will be 1,700 people. I got some. Let me check the event. I think it's out there now. We got the VIP tickets available for the beginners ball, unlimited drink and food. You get your own section, your own area. It's like closed in, lounging, sit back, chill for a second. You hear your favorite song, run back out there. But you get your own bartender, free liquor, and unlimited food for Friday and Saturday. Of course, your regular ticket already includes, you know, the regular stuff too. But there is $100 VIP ticket out there to get you access, and that's very limited. I think we only got 100 of those, so it won't be 1,700 people in that area. It would be up to 100, which half of y'all be dancing, so about 50 at a time, probably 60. But it'll be able to hold whoever has paid. Where's the link for the beginners ball? You can go to my page, go to my Facebook page. It'll be like the third or fourth post down. But you can just type, you go to Eventbrite and put in beginners ball Richmond. Yep, the VIP tickets are out there. Yep, they went live today, I believe. And like I said, vendor registration will open today as well. I'll get that out probably by about 5 o'clock today, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're interested in being a vendor at the Beginners Ball, that link will be available at 5 p.m. today. This Sunday, I'll be in Rocky Mount, North Carolina for the Majestic Spirit Line Dancers' fourth annual event. Tickets are still available, $35. Check them out, Majestic Spirit Line Dancers page, if you are interested in doing that. I think they actually are taking tickets at the door right now, if I'm not mistaken. So if you're interested, if you from my area, pull up with me. We're gonna roll up there this Sunday. It's a day party. I think it's from 11 to 6. Um, let's do it, man. Let's do it. I'm one of the instructors. We got Gina Gordon from 757 will be one of the instructors. And then we got Rondi Hackett, the professor of excellence being the DJ this Sunday. Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Quick little drive, couple hours. Correct, correct. You just can't buy a VIP ticket. Yeah, you gotta have to actually have a ticket to the beginner's ball, then get the VIP ticket. Do not waste your money. Do not get the VIP tickets. I'm VIP. Where your ticket at? Where your registration at? Hold on. Where your band at? Where that band at? Hit me one time. Where your band at? You can't get in here. Mm-mm. Shop say you need a VIP ticket. I mean, you a DJ at the event, so you most likely you might already have one. I'm just saying you might already have one. Hit me one time. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh. Shout out to Line Dance Mondays last night. We had a good time, man. Great turnout, man. We had Sherry Abram from Columbus, Ohio, pop up on us with her daughter and her friend. It's always cool to have people from out of town pop up, man. Just participate in class. It's like people from out of town coming like every week, just popping up, and I appreciate that. If you ever coming through Richmond on the Monday, come party with your boy. But tonight we also have line dancing there as well. We have Dante teaching tonight. Thursday, when it comes to line dancing, we got two step with Teresa, a two-step Thursdays with Teresa. So if you into the trail ride scene and you can do that stuff, you're gonna have the trail ride extraordinaire instructor there every Thursday. Pull up 6:30 to 9:30. And then Saturday mornings we got Rhonda. She'll be there Saturday mornings from 10 to 11:30 every Saturday morning. Make sure you check that out. So we got stretch and flex with Orchid on Wednesdays. So we have something for you every day of the week, pretty much. Line dancing on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And for us old folks who don't do enough stretching, you need to get your stretch on Wednesday. Now, speaking of Wednesday, this Wednesday I will be at the Rhythm Room in Hampton, Virginia. Line dancing starts at 7, ends at 10. But we were doing some teaching from 6 to 7. We get there early. Happy hour ends at 8, and it is your favorite price. Free 99. Pull up on us, damn. We gonna be in Hampton, man. Tomorrow night. It is a vibe. It is a situation, lituation, great food, great people. The location is amazing. Pull up. DJ Lala on the ones and twos, and your boy Carlos, the Line Dance Prince, will be the host. What's up, Crystal? Jersey in the building. Jersey. Move front. Move front. Move front. Move front. Hey. Shout out to Carlisa Williams. Mark said we got our money ready for the crew. That's what I'm saying. Some people have been messaging me, Carlos. I don't care if you go into Utah on a cruise. We gonna be on it. And because of those people, do not play with the November 1st date. Right. People that know what this is not missing it. Don't get too caught up in it. What time is the cruise ship leave in August of 2027? Is you or is you not going? Because like at this point, some of y'all want to know what time the ship leave. You can't even put your PTO in right now for 2027 August. Like you ain't even put your PTO in for all the other line dance events you got coming up. Talking about. Philly, what's up, Philly in the building? Yes, sir. We got the podcast tonight. This is Sitting on the Throne. Only in Line Dancing podcast with me, Quan, and your boy Steph. Tonight's 10:30 p.m. sharp Eastern Standard Time. We talk about it all. We have a great time. We do Quan do the POS reports from events that we go to. So we talk about all the events we got coming up, where we going, different topics, issues, people in line dancing. We talk about everything, just things that need to be addressed. We put it out there. We let you come on and talk about things you want to talk about. We put you on the microphone. We put you on the platform. You just can't be scared, then. Don't come on there and be scared. What? Yeah, Thursday, there will be an event going on. It'll be free to the public on Thursday. Um, so Saturday morning at the Beginners Bar, y'all, we are doing the walk, the 10K walk. If you want to register to be a part of the 10K walk with us, so you can walk through the beautiful city of Richmond, Virginia. I got that team link on the Beginners Bar group page. So go on Facebook, go on that Beginners Bar group page, and you'll be able to register under our walking team. And it's a pretty cool event, man. This is partial the reason why we were struggling to get the hotel information so fast, because the Monument 10K adds up to like 20,000 people. So people from all over are coming for this 10K walk. They've been doing it since 2000. So it's been basically 25 years of this marathon / walk, whatever. So it's a big thing. And people are like, how are the hotels sold? How are the room blocks sold out on the Beginners Ball? It's 1,700 people. Like this, the math got a math. The rooms is gone, and I listed on your email, which a lot of y'all, your email went to spam. Y'all found out, and y'all was apologizing to me. Some of y'all was letting me have it. I ain't getting no email, and then next day, I apologize, Carlos. It was in my spam. Only thing I can do is have the Eventbrite send it to the email that you gave me. Now, where it go after that, I can't do nothing with it. But once those rooms sold out, I've already listed 8 other hotels with numbers and information for you to contact that have rooms available but couldn't give us room blocks. So if you contact those hotels, especially those 2 airport hotels, those are nice hotels. And they're only like 2 exits away from the Main Street station. They're really close. So if you can be at the airport, those 2 airport hotels are cool. You're only like 10 to 12 minutes away from the Main Street station downtown. Now, for those of you that want to be downtown, I also listed 8 hotels that you can contact and reach out to. But I told y'all, if you're not coming by yourself, I highly recommend Airbnbs. So I know some of you are kind of like behind the times, but that is a very great option. I've stayed at plenty of those hotels. When I first started talking to Teresa, I used to bring her here and we would stay at Airbnbs downtown and at Shockoe Bottom area by Main Street Station. Just put in Main Street Station, Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, and search for Airbnbs. You'll pay the same price as you're gonna pay for the hotel, but you're gonna get an extra bedroom, an extra bathroom. So imagine paying the same price of getting two bedrooms and a pull-out couch in the living room and an extra bathroom. So that you don't have to wait 2 hours for your three roommates to take a shower. Now you have an extra shower. So Airbnb is definitely a great option when you're talking about being in the city center. Um, and if you want to be, close to Main Street Station, if you can't get one of those downtown hotels. But I have listed, I gave you 4 hotel room blocks. They sold out. I gave you 8 hotels downtown in the same area and their information to contact them. And then I also gave you 2 airport hotels, which are about 10 to 12 minutes away. Um, I do that. Does I do balloons? I do that. I don't know okay, so I do the thumbs up. How do balloons come up? I don't know. You doing finger gestures and stuff, just be popping up. And you checked all those hotels. Now, if you clicking on the link for the room blocks and it's sold out, they're just showing you the regular room rates. So if you see $400, that's what the regular room rate is. Those rooms are sold out. So you need to contact the other hotels and check it out. 'Cause I could pull up the hotels online right now. Well, matter of fact, since we want to play that game, um, we're not going to do this. I got you right now. Y'all be testing my gangster. Let me see. But since I love y'all, I'm gonna show you. Um. All right. So the 2 hotels we got the 4 Points, Richmond Airport, and we have the Hyatt Place, Richmond Airport. I'm gonna get y'all straight right now. April 2026, 17th through the 19th. We're gonna do it live right here, live. Look, the Omni is on there. Hold on 1 second. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna do the 2 hotels I'm looking for first. The Hyatt Place, Richmond International Airport, April 17th through the 19th. King Room, $122. Let's get a double. Oh, it's a King Room high floor, $126. 2 queens, high floor, $134 a night. If you didn't contact the hotel, just say that. I'm pulling it up right here on live. All right, hold on. Let's go to the other hotel. Hold on. Let's do it. Hold on. 'Cause I don't, and I'm gonna clip this part right here too. I'm gonna use this joint. All right, look. So now let's go to the 4 Points. Like I said, hold on. You gotta do it live, so everybody's seeing it. Everybody's seeing it right now. Boom. The 4 Points by 4 Points by Sheridan, Richmond Airport. 3.5 stars. Boom. April 17th through the 19th. King bed, $156 a night. Um, doubles, 2 queens, $156 a night. So this is me going down the list of the hotel. I gave you the list of these hotels. If you don't wanna go through the list of them hotels and you're upset because the 4 room blocks we have are sold out, do you want a room or no? Like, I'm just like, I'm trying to help you guys much as I can. I went through the whole city and listed 8 hotels downtown, 2 hotels at the airport, which are 2 exits away. My mother can tell you it's like a 12-minute drive. So you gotta do the work, y'all. I'm putting this stuff out here. What else we got? Hold on. You can keep going. You can keep going. Hold on. Another hotel that I had on that list. Let's put downtown. Richmond downtown. We'll do some downtown ones. Boom. Let's check it out. Oh, this is a nice one too. It's a brand new hotel. Holiday Inn Express, IHG. I know the IHG hotels be lit. It's real modern, nice. They even got breakfast included. Boom. This cheaper than the room rates that I gave y'all at the other hotels. $182 a night. Look, I can't make this stuff up. $424, 424 for the weekend. See what I'm saying? $182 a night. Holiday Inn Express, Richmond downtown by IHG. Y'all love the IHG hotels. Real modern, real sleek, up to date, breakfast included. Come on now. Come on now. I just showed y'all 3 of the hotels on that list. And they got availability online right now. And these hotels is cheaper than the hotels with the room block. Because what happens is we're used to having a host hotel, but there is no host hotel because the event is at a separate location. The event is at the main street station. So we're gonna have people at 6, 7, 8 hotels everywhere, just surrounding the area. Um, okay, this is why I moved the event from Richmond last year because Richmond is not a common. We're not built like the big cities, Atlanta, Philly, Cleveland, Miami. You know, these big cities with these big airports. We don't have the hotels where we can put all these people in one hotel and have the event in a big enough ballroom. Like in Atlanta, it had 1,600 rooms in that Marriott Marquis downtown. We don't have a hotel like that in Richmond. I had y'all in the biggest hotel in Richmond downtown 2 years ago, and the ballroom only hold 850 people. This event is 1,700 people. So this is why this will probably be the last year of us having it in Richmond because of stuff like this. Yeah. When line dancing, we so spoiled, we want everything, and I like that too. But see, I try to bring the price down, but it still equates to the same, if not more. I'm the kind of person where I would rather pay $300 for registration for your event if I know the event is in this same hotel that I'm staying in. That means as soon as I get to the hotel, I ain't got to worry about no Uber, I ain't got to worry about no rental car, I ain't got to worry about nothing. I would rather pay $300 than pay 150 and gotta worry about all that other stuff. This is what I try to tell y'all. When we was in Atlanta, y'all paid $200 for registration, but everything was in the hotel and we were attached to restaurants in the hub. Now y'all come to Richmond, the event registration was only 150 initially, but you're in a separate hotel. from the venue. So then you have to worry about commuting and all that stuff. So when these people like UC and Linda and whoever put their events out, it's worth the price because you're in the same space that you are dancing in. And you don't have to worry about how you going to do this and do that and get there. Um, so don't get too caught up on registration at people's events. And see what happened with me. I brought it back to Richmond and tried to lower the registration costs, and it's still an inconvenience, right? So I would rather going forward, whatever city I select for 2027 for the beginners ball, it's going to be a situation where we can get most of the people in the same hotel, and the only thing you got to do is come downstairs and go to that ballroom and dance. It's just that much. It makes it easier. And if I want to do something off site, I would do it on Thursday like I always normally do. But y'all want bring it back to your city, bring it back to Richmond. Everybody in Richmond saying bring it back to Richmond. We're in Richmond now, and this is what we up against. And it only takes one event like the Monument 10K to be going on at the same time, and then half the hotels are booked up. Should do Miami on the 9 cruise years. Yeah, and VA on the cruise years. I like that. I like that idea. I don't know about VA part, but yeah. If I do Virginia again, it probably would be Virginia Beach. Um, it has to have an airport that's easy accessible. A lot of cities in Richmond don't have great airports, so I don't want you to have to come to Richmond and then drive 2 hours to a different location of the city. A lot of places that people been wanting me to bring the beginners ball have terrible airports or don't have a national airport. I got them small little connector joints, and it increases the prices when you flying into them small airports. Like when I flew into Albany, Georgia, it was like $800. But I'd rather just pay $150 fly to Atlanta and then drive 2.5 hours to Albany. But those smaller airports cost so much more to get into. So that's another things as well. Mhm. DJ Dre Studio One always talked about your amazing events on his live on TikTok. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And it's as a learning curve. I tell people like we don't know it all. We trying to learn as we go, and we try to get better. And I think people need to see that. Like I'm excited about the beginners ball this coming year because I want people that went to the Atlanta one to understand what they got. And this is gonna be nice. Like I said, I'm trying to have the horse drawn carriages outside and stuff like that. But as far as convenience, there is nothing like. 'Cause I know a lot of people use the beginners ball as like their only event they go to because it's catering to that type of person. Um, but people will tell you, people know it is way much more convenient, especially when you don't know the city. Um, to just have everything in one spot, hotel, ballroom downstairs, and then have stuff that you can walk to as far as restaurants, bars, entertainment, activities, museums, stuff like that. Charlotte would be lit, and they do not have a major event in Charlotte, and Charlotte is built for it. Uptown is beautiful. Charlotte is beautiful. Uptown is beautiful. Major airport. That definitely is on the radar. And then I can drive and bring my equipment because it's only 5 hours from me. That'd be the part that killed me. I had to drive to Atlanta with all that stuff last time. Lala said, he not your personal travel agent. If you want to go and the hotel sold out, Google search, find another hotel and really want to go. And I will say this too, because I know I, the reason why I think I excel at putting these events together because I'm always looking at it from the consumer's point of view, the person that's coming, the traveler, the actual guest. A lot of people are comfortable with the fact that they can click a link and don't have to pay until they arrive. Now, some of you might not know, so I'm not going to act like you know everything. I'm going to educate you. Some of these apps and websites like Orbitz actually have those options available. So if you don't want to go through a traditional website because you don't want to pay for it right now, you don't have to pay for it right now. A lot of websites now offer an option where you can just reserve it and pay once you arrive. There might be a higher charge. So say the room, like I showed you just now, was 122 a night at the airport. To pay for it now, it'd be 122, but they might charge you 134 a night if you want to reserve it and pay for it once you arrive. Those options are available. You just got to look it up. There's plenty of apps, plenty of websites that do have the reserve now, pay later option. So if you wanted the room block, and that's the only reason why you thought you wanted one of those room blocks because of that option is available on so many different platforms now on these travel sites. So don't let that hold you back from locking in your spot and being comfortable about when you arrive to Richmond and your accommodations. I love to help you with that. I can give you information, like I said, we just went through those three hotels. I showed you the Hyatt Place Airport, um, Richmond Airport, and the Four Points by Sheraton Richmond Airport, and they all were well under the price that was quoted for our room blocks downtown. Then I showed you the IHG hotel downtown as well. So if you want to be downtown, all those hotels are available at a cheaper rate, offer breakfast, right? So, so you come on now, just look it up, look that stuff up. He said I'm out. People taking me serious. Don't take nothing Chop say seriously, y'all. Calm down, relax. Y'all don't know his personality. If you don't know his personality, he be joking. Like, relax, chill out. He said you love my transparency and can I try to be very transparent, like with everything. A lot of people try to don't want people to know what's going on behind the scenes. Like there's nothing to hide. Like this is what it is. Like I love Richmond, and it comes to like an event of this scale, we're not built for it. Our Coliseum has been closed down for like the last 5 years. We don't even have a Coliseum. So when you're talking about having a big event like this, that's why I try to tell y'all like we can do it, but it's gonna be But a lot of events have events that are not at the hotel. So don't take this as if all line dance events happen at a hotel and in a ballroom. Probably more than half of the events are at separate venues from the hotel. I just prefer an event of this size. Once you start getting to a big size and you got that many people to get around and move around, it's easier for everybody to be at one location. When your event, is 3, 4, 500 people, it's okay. All right, you guys can get to the hotel however you need to, Uber, blah blah blah. When you got 1,700 people, you just don't want to be like everybody get an Uber because I know my city. Are there going to be 700 Ubers available? You gotta be real. Like so, you know, if only 200 of y'all are driving in, I mean, the rest of y'all got to get there some kind of, you know what I'm saying? So you got to start thinking for the people. And, going forward, I'm just going to just always shoot for having everybody in the same hotel and that using the ballroom. When I call these hotels, I need a ballroom that holds XYZ amount of people. Okay. How many rooms do you have? I need to have a minimum of 700 rooms. because if you do two per room, that's 1,400 people. That's my mind thought. I need this many rooms. Blah blah blah. Boom. If I can get the rooms, if I can get the ballroom, boom. That's the hotel we use. And it's easier to get those type of hotels in bigger cities. Like I said, Cleveland, Miami, Atlanta, Baltimore, Charlotte, LA, whoever, Vegas, Philly, couple joints in Jersey, New York, of course, but New York high as hell. Oh my God. New York is high as hell. Oh my God. But yeah, this different DC, places like that. Those they have hotels that accommodate that kind of stuff because they got football teams, baseball teams, soccer teams, NASCAR, stuff like that. So they used to having these big, big, big venues to do stuff. Chicago, exactly. Um, John been trying to get me to bring the beginners ball to Chicago forever. John, what else? He's like, yo, bring it to Chicago. No. But but yeah, man, it's the stuff that you have to think about and process when you putting this stuff together. And it's not, St. Louis. Yeah, it's just St. Louis, Cincinnati. Hold on, yo. Y'all back? We here back? Is we back? That's my son. I had to let him know that Chick-fil-A was on the way. We a DoorDash family over here. What Lala talking about? Hold on. What you talking about? What's across from the gym? I gotta go back. Oh, the convention center. Yeah, we talked about that. Because there's a Virginia Beach Convention Center and there's a Hampton Convention Center too. We actually got one in Richmond, but it's hard because they never have the rooms available across when you need them. So like when we looked at it, you can get the convention center, but then they don't have no rooms. It's a catwalk that goes right across to the Marriott where we were at 2 years ago to the convention center. But you got to be able to get the convention center and the availability at the hotel at the same time. I couldn't. That wasn't working for me. So it's just so much. I just like having it in the same spot. Hey Trey. Yeah, he ain't seen none of this stuff. So one year, let's get fancy and take it to Hawaii. But you know me, man. I'm so inclusive, man. Like it's gonna be so many people that can't go to Hawaii, and that's just all I think about. I just hate people already be mad like when I do stuff here. Like, why you take it from the me? Why you take it from Richmond? We can't drive now. Why we take you to here? Why we can't? And it's like Hawaii. Yeah, you don't need no boarding pass. I mean, you don't need no passport, but it's still like, and y'all know I dream big. I do. I like big stuff, man. For us, for our community. But Hawaii is like, whew. I don't know. Let me sleep on that one, Moochie. Let me sleep on that one. Maybe the 10th annual. We only did what, three? No, three. Yeah, so this will be the fourth one coming up. I don't know, man. 10 years is a long time. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think if I was to do, I'm thinking real hard because we was just at the Miami Beach Convention Center. So That convention center was kind of cool, but it was on South Beach. But Miami is tough to get a hotel. Like I said, like when you can. Yeah, we'll see. Let's see. But I like Vegas right now. I'm really looking at Vegas for 2027. That joint is looking real scrumptious. But maybe, like you said, chops. I'll do it on a non-cruise year, something big like Vegas. Do that like on 2028. Aruba. See, you don't want nobody to go. Y'all want the beginners ball to be 200 people. Once y'all start making people get passports, now they got to pass background checks now. Some people behind on their child support, they can't go. Like you, no, we want everybody to be able to go. We already ain't got enough men now. Now you gonna have people can't go because they owe child support. Nah, they can't go. Now we only got 5 men on the trip. Don't sleep on Tennessee. Yeah. Well, right now Tennessee got like 3 major events there. Like I don't want to be marching in because people. What happened is people we already going to a lot of these cities too many times a year anyway. Like I'm surprised that y'all pulled up to Atlanta because Atlanta already had like 12 annual events going on. So we could try to stay away from cities that got multiple big annual events. Uh, Gulf Shore and the beach somewhere. Yeah, I was talking about that. They do got nice stuff out there. Everybody flying to Houston, and then we have it at Galveston. We out there in Galveston. Even though Charles Barkley was bashing Galveston on TNT. Yeah, Vegas crazy, bro. We go down there, John. We go down there to old Vegas, man. We do line dances and get the big stage right there down there on what you call it. Listen, do something outside and it's covered too. What? 2,000 people out there just. And I want to do it in a crazy hotel on the strip. Like it's gonna be might be in the MGM in the boxing ring or something. I'm gonna do something crazy. We gonna be out there. Who? We gonna have a boxing theme. Everybody coming in with their little the little boxing robes on. Mm, Do something crazy, man. Who knows? Call it fight night. Do a fight night thing in Vegas. Exactly. $20 Spirit flights to Vegas. Y'all know we gonna get there. We can do it big, man. They're building a convention center in Thornburg, Virginia. See, Maxine, that's what I'm talking about. What airport is in Thornburg, Virginia? Like people gonna have to drive an hour through traffic in Northern Virginia to get there. Like, that's what I'm trying to avoid. Like, no, uh-uh. I can't even put that on a flyer. Like, we gonna be in Thornburg. They be like, where? Thornburg. Where? Nigga said we would bring the bud. Okay, let's do it, man. But yeah, those the thoughts of an event host. Just went over this. And y'all literally in real time just got to process how my brain works. Like some people like don't like get caught up in that kind of talk. Like, yeah, we can do this, we can do this, we can do that, we can do this, we can do that. We're like, bro, you're doing too much. That's how we get to here. That's how we get to cruise ships and stadiums and doing everything. Like just sitting here randomly shooting off ideas and don't nothing sound like off the plate. Everything is doable. Everything is call and find out how much it costs. Be coming. Like that's how I look at it. And I want everybody to start thinking like that. I don't want this to be a Carlos thing. I want everybody. I want to look at your event and be like, yo, that's crazy. How they do that? How they come up with that? And it's only thing it is like uh when you call these places, the same events I told this to Andy when I was in Cincinnati. Don't close yourself in. The same events that they had downtown, they had them big amphitheaters and them stages down there, and them jazz bands be there. The same way they book that stage, you can book that stage too, right? So if they tell you, oh, hey, to get this stage, it's gonna be $30,000, you be like, oh my god, I would no, we good, we're not gonna do that. No, this is what you really do. You pull out your calculator and you say only 30,000. You don't say 30, you say only 30,000. You talk, that's how you talk. You say, all right, 30,000. How many people can I get to Cincinnati? They want to charge me $30,000 for that stage. All right, hold on. Let's see. If I had 500 people come, that's only $60 for me to get that. Now, if I'm trying to keep my registration around 150, $60 to that ticket would get me access to this stage with all this field on the river in the middle of the city. And I still got $90 of that ticket to work with. That's how I think. So I can get that stage, right? Because in my mind, with the beginners bar where we at, I'm looking at it. How much the stage costs? 30,000. Well, shoot. All right. Well, I'm gonna have 1,500 people out there. Let me see, 30,000 divided by 1,500 people. That's only $20 of your ticket price to get that $30,000 stage. That stage is super affordable now. That stage is super affordable. And so that's why you got to get out. Don't let the numbers scare you. When you walk into these white people stuff, you walk into these establishments and they tell you these astronomical numbers. Well, we want $40,000 for this venue. We want $50,000 for this venue. They ain't said nothing but a word. When the money due, when the money due, we got to start talking like that because we have the power. Nobody spends more money than the African American community. The African American woman is the number one consumer in America. And so once we start spending it with ourselves, with us for our events and our things, we can get wherever we want and party wherever we want to. All right. So now I'm really going deep in the bag right now. I'm talking about stuff that I probably ain't nobody in line dance got no podcast talking about this stuff. And it's just because people think they're trying to hide this information. Bro, there's no number that people can tell me that I feel like I can't get access to. And you all need to be thinking on the same level. We all need to be thinking on the same level. I don't care what number somebody tell me. How much it costs to get that stadium? For I only need it for 3 hours. I only need it for 4 hours. And the worst thing they could tell you something, they could say 1 million. I'm like, yeah, that's too much. But most of this stuff don't cost that much. People are having events and concerts and things every day in your city. People are doing things, and you thinking you are beneath that. I couldn't get the amphitheater. I can't get that theater. I couldn't get that room. I can't get that building. I can't get that stage. I can't. Yes, you can. You got access to the one of the biggest African American communities in the world, the urban line dance community. And if you put together something nice enough, and you have networked and made enough friends and family in this thing, we gonna show up. And that's where hmm, Atlanta. Listen, Atlanta. What I did in Atlanta was nice. It was cute to me. But Atlanta is one of them cities where everybody can get to it. The possibilities and venues they have there is crazy. This is one of the easiest places for us to find venues because it has so many venues, but people are scared to come out. 'Cause this is why I say scared. A lot of times people do stuff and y'all don't support it. So people are scared to step out there and lock in events, venues like this. But once you get the support of and understand that people will show up, people will start. I'm not gonna say they will start. They need to start exploring these options. And I say that to say this: people are choosing. If, like I said, if you don't want to talk about it, that's cool. But I've talked to a lot of people who put on events, and people are going in the hole with these events. And what has to happen is you have to create different levels of comfort. People need to know when they show up to your event, they're going to dance. When people show up to your event and know that you're going to take care of them with the hospitality, you're really going to acknowledge them. You're going to care that they're in the building. You're going to have time to take a picture with them. You're not going to treat them like they're second class citizens. Once you start creating that type of comfort level, people will show up. If you keep going to these events and hanging out with the people that you came with and being clicked up and all that stuff, you're not going to have but so much level of support, and you're going to have to stay at the type of venues and events that you have. But once you increase that love, open up your heart a little bit, open up your vision, the sky is the limit. And you can go to anywhere you want to go and they don't care. It don't matter how much it costs to get that spot. And when I went to Cincinnati for Andy's event, which was a great event by the way, um, I told him the same things like, yo, I'm pointing out this stuff we at, looking at this stuff like, yo, you can be here, you can get this, you can get that, do that. And you might not see it inside yourself, but it's there. Like it's there. Like you can do it. Like and you know, um I try to use myself as a vessel to be living proof of whatever you put your mind to can happen. Like I said, they be like, yo, how much is that joint? $40,000. You like, God dang, yeah, we're not gonna get that. Why not? Do the math. Put it if you don't pull that calculator out, you see what I'm saying? Thank you, Carla. Thank you for the cash out. Hey, Carla, you one of the few people that really be like pouring into me with the stuff I be giving on this podcast. I appreciate that podcast. I mean, that cash app was crazy. Wow. Um, yeah, small thinking is a disservice to yourself. I say that all the time. We have people in this line dance community that got so much talent, so much unseen talents that has not been on display to the right audiences yet, in front of the right people. And they can be and the thing about it, they don't want to be bigger, but it's not about them being bigger. It's about exposure to the community that we know is awesome. So in the same breath, people be upset that, certain people go viral, trail riders or whatever the situation is. But if we've got that same level of exposure with the people that we have talented in our community, the endless possibilities of the access to things we would have to sponsorships and venues and all this stuff would just open up. But the most talented people we have are like hiding in closets and dancing in classrooms when they need to be on the greatest stages the worlds have to offer. Like I said, it's nothing wrong with being comfortable with where you are. But to me, when something's a blessing and a gift from God, you have to show it. A God given gift has to be showed. That's how we give glory to it. And sometimes it won't have to be you, but somebody got to put you on that stage, right? Somebody needs to put you in that spotlight. Nothing God had is to be hidden, for real, because He wants the honor and the glory for everything. So it needs to be highlighted. Yeah, he said you can't big think for others. Well, I do. That's where we at now. Because I might be the brains about putting it together, but I'm always using people and their talents to elevate the platform, right? It's never about me when it comes to events. You come to the beginners ball, you don't even see me. You're like, where he at? This year was my first time teaching at the beginners ball. I was never even an instructor at my own event. This year I had to let y'all know, like, hold on, y'all do know I teach, right? Y'all do know I got one of the biggest classes in the country. Hold on, I gotta let y'all know. But usually I'm not in that type of mode. I'm trying to make sure everything's running smoothly as possible, and working behind the scenes to get it. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you can't. What they say, you can't. What's the horse thing? You can't make a horse eat. You can lead him to the hay, but you can't make him eat it. Mm, mm, let me see. 1 second. I appreciate that, Alexa. I appreciate that. You can lead them to water, but you can't make them drink. There it is. That's I was slaughtering that joint. I was slaughtering that reference. But yeah, it's a real thing. And I like to have these type of conversations with people, and then even when they don't move on it or have that, I have a moment where I'll be like, "Remember the conversation we had, right?" And I show them, only in hopes that it will motivate them to do and is grow and as well. Um, I've had this conversation with a lot of people. Stefan, Quan, we talk all the time about this stuff. But it's, you know, it takes you gotta take step outside your comfort zone. Like, change is not cool sometimes, very uncomfortable. But I tell people all the time, if what you're doing now is not making you happy or making you uncomfortable now, you have nothing to lose. Uh, people be like, I would never be a trash man. I would never be out there picking people trash up and dumping their trash, and then they job lay them off. Hey, is the trash company still hiring? Like, once you in an uncomfortable space anyway, sure, you might as well be uncomfortable and gain from it and grow from it rather than just being uncomfortable, right? You know, time, situations, all that stuff changes your mindset. You know, it's crazy. Like, it was funny. It was a meme. It was a video that came up, and the guy was like, he got mad because his girlfriend had put a sex thing on OnlyFans, whatever they had sex with her, and they put it on OnlyFans. He got mad. Why are you putting my blah 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 blah? She's like, well, we made $20,000 off that video. He said, well, hold on, wait. It, your mindset changed when it. That's how. I know that's a crazy example, but it's like once you see results, you see people appreciating what you give. Once you see growth in that area, you'll be willing to change to go towards that direction. Like, you know, some people be like, I just want to teach whoever want to learn, and they be happy with the two people that show up. But in the back of their mind, they're not going to do this for so long, with two people in there. So if it requires you to uncomfortably go onto your Facebook and post a flyer about your class, if it takes you to be uncomfortable to go put a story up on your social media, or if it makes you uncomfortable to record yourself during your class, you're gonna have to start doing these things to get the results that you want. Well, that was a primary example Wednesday, right? He talked about that Wednesday at the rhythm room. Because of that element, you was like, that was a public event, a public element. That's not really your element. It wasn't your element. That's what we're gonna say. We're gonna speak this over your life. That wasn't your natural element that you were used to in line dancing like that. Public, open to public, people in there that don't really know line dancing, blah, blah, blah. You on stage, you DJing, and you like, why am I nervous right now? And I'm like, I don't know, because we've been doing this for a long time, Lala. And I got the microphone and we started rocking that thing out. Like, yes, it might have been more natural for me, but I can tell you, and my mother can tell you, and people that have been around me for a long time can tell you that I wasn't always that person on stage on the microphone. Once you start doing something uncomfortable for a long time, it becomes comfortable. And then that's when it gets scary to everybody else. They didn't like Lala when she was shy. They're not gonna like Lala when she comfortable, right? Uh, and you know, that comes with time, man. That's why I'm here assisting you. I'm helping you out with that, whatever. You know, um, but the day will come when it's gonna be Lala on stage by herself. She's gonna have to do it. So um can we please have a room? See this this is like we was talking about with the museum. So she said, can we please have a room for people to cha cha and step on the cruise? Were you on a cruise? We are who's this? Mark? So we already got stepping on there. We got Chicago stepping in ballroom. Now, once you start adding other genres and stuff like that, now we're eliminating the line dance aspect. The cruise is big. Cruise ship is big, but it ain't that big. So once we start taking eliminating line dance parties to have salsa, bachata, stepping, and ballroom, and then y'all gonna ask for tap dancing, then y'all want us to roller skate and all that. Now it's not a line dance cruise no more. Like, and I did ask about skating last year. They denied me for the skate based on the ship we had. But I don't want us to lose like track of where we're going because there's not so many times and space that we can use certain spaces and rooms and all that stuff. So unless you're trying to cha cha at 8 a.m., you know what I'm saying? It's not really going to be because during our primary dance party hours, we will have line dancing going on. It is a line dance cruise. Like you have thousands of people coming to Lido Deck upset when they be out there, be out there, bachata going on. Like, hold on, what? When we gonna start line dance? Hold on, wait, hold on. When we gonna do room 1212? Hold on, what's going on? But yeah, yeah. Now, like I said, when I was just talking about earlier, maybe two or three cruises from now, and we got a bigger ship that hold 5,000 people, and they got 10 to 12 different rooms we can use to do stuff, then yeah, we probably can do a lot more stuff. But like based on where we're at right now with the growth and still figuring this thing out, I'm just be, me being transparent, being honest. Um, yeah, it's kind of gonna be the same format. Line dancing will be the main thing. Like we had Bo on here, and I'm talking about the museum that I started, and we're gonna start putting, education and exhibits in there about, line dance history, whatever. And he was like, "Well, we're gonna include steppers and ballroom people in that museum as well." Like they gotta get their own museum. Hold on, how, how we get there? We gonna put tap dancers? We putting cheerleaders in there too? Like what we? Like at some point, we're not even gonna have enough wall space for our own people. Now you want to add other communities to this? Hold on, this is our thing. Like this is what happens when you invite somebody to your house and then they bring somebody with them. I invited you. Now you can't come back because you done bought somebody that they won't authorize. Like you, So it's funny. Like listening to people, like when you say it out loud. This is why I be reading it out loud, which y'all say like, what y'all to hear? So you want ballroom and hand dancing in the line dance museum? Okay. Mm. Now it could be a reference point on there somewhere talking about some of the moves that we got come from that. But for us to be in there just like giving them a whole like area and you know, people who started what they did, no, yeah. Maybe when I get a big one, maybe we turn it up, we get the museum grows and we got a big old downtown building somewhere, yeah. And then the sky's the limit. You put everything in there. You put cheerleading captains in there and step team people in there, do all that. Frats, fraternities, and sororities, the best steppers that they had, and we put them in there too, do all that. But right now, no, it'd be a little bit small. Yeah, she says the line dance event, line dancing should be the main thing. Nothing, Chop. You didn't miss anything. You missed the fact that my tablet is at 4%. And we're getting ready to wrap up this podcast. But I appreciate y'all for listening, man. Keep thinking, keep dreaming, keep thinking big. Whatever you come up with in your mind, it can happen. Just come up with a game plan, write it down, make it simple and plain. Make the vision simple and plain. Write it down. Go through with it. People gonna say it don't make sense. People gonna fight you. I got people fighting me right now with the museum. I got you just whatever you got. Come on. And then when they finally get the chance to see it, understand what you was trying to do, it will start to make sense. Nobody gonna go to the beginners ball. Who gonna do that? Why are you gonna put that together? Who gonna show up to that? Who gonna do that? And that was the biggest current annual line dance event in the country. Nobody gonna go on that cruise. It's a beginner cruise. They ain't gonna be doing no real line dancing on there. They not gonna do that. Who gonna go on that thing? Who not? 3,000 people showed up dancing, beginner, intermediate, advanced, multiple DJs. Everything they said it wasn't going to be, it was. So whatever you come up with, y'all, this is not me talking about me. It's you. Whatever you come up with, write it down. Make the vision simple and plain. Follow through with it. Don't run it past too many people. Vision killers, dream killers. Do not let them people get to you. Do it. And if it don't work, it don't work. I've done plenty of things. I've opened a cycle studio. I had it open for a year. It didn't work. We had to close the doors on it. You're gonna do things that don't work. That's okay. If you see a vision, you have something in plan in mind that you want to do it. People can invite me. When I brought strippers on the event, I had the strippers on the last 4 or 5 cruises. Yeah, Carlos, I don't think I'm gonna be interested in participating in that. When we had opened the doors to that event, we was in Houston, when we was in Jacksonville, when we was in Orlando, the line was wrapped around the hotel for them to get in there to see them to see that them ladies to see the review party. Whatever the idea you got in your mind, whatever you come up with, do it. To me, it was simple. Women always complaining that we ain't got enough men at the event. Let me pay to bring some men here. Sounded pretty logical to me, and it was a hit. So whatever you think of, whatever you come up with, whatever you thinking outside the box, whatever it is, do not let people deter you from it, because once they actually can see their hands on it, they be like, damn, that MFer did it. God damn. He said bring them back. And we got gypped on the women's side, on the men, but with the men, man. The men, the women with it, I had ordered these women, they brought the crackhead versions out. I was like, these not what I ordered. Them the men I ordered, but the women I ordered, that's not them. I don't know. These the girls. We had the white girls off of Hustle and Flow. That's what we had show up. Like, hold on. But yeah, it's like I said, thinking outside the box, being creative. And I'm not talking about line dance. This is even in your professional life. You are an entrepreneur, or you sitting on a dream, or a vision of a business you want to start. Stop sitting on it. Stop letting your mom talk you out of it. Your best friend say it ain't gonna work. Life's short. You don't got too much time to figure out nothing. For real. Try it. If it don't work, it don't. If it do, you're gonna be happy because you're gonna be doing something that you love. So it's not even gonna feel like work. But I'll leave y'all with that. I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. It's your boy Carlos the Line Dance Prince. Signing off. Make sure you check us out tonight on Only in Line Dance Podcast. That's only on YouTube right now. Only in Line Dance Podcast. Me, Quan, Stefan. Make sure you go subscribe to that page on YouTube. It's called Only in Line Dancing Podcast. Check it out, man. I'll see y'all tonight at 10:30. It's your boy Carlos the Line Dance Prince. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. I love the people that don't love me. I love all y'all. I love you to death. I promise you. If you need something from me and I got it, you will have it. I am that person. I love y'all. Go on.